Yo, what's up, Twitch? Chris Nephilim here. We are back with more live review of Rise of the Tomb Raider. And whilst we're at it, we are bringing some awesome news later in today. Stay tuned for it. Meanwhile, weekend is starting and it couldn't be better. Could it? Could it? I don't think it could. Not for me. Just had an awesome afternoon. Spent it a bit with my dad. We actually ordered some McDonald's, so I'm still quite fed, but I'm just munching on some Monster Munches because why not? Nice and crunchy. That's the way I like it. Anyway, I might actually maybe start the game. It's gonna take a while before it loads up and I can talk in the meantime. What's up, everybody? How has everyone had a weekend plans for this weekend? How has the week been for you? Tell me everything. Always curious. Oh, Needy's here. Welcome in, Needy. Thank you for the biddies. 8 of them. I really appreciate them. And what lovely, lovely bits they are. They are lovely hearts. Beating just for us here. Huh. Actually, my noise cancellation thing cancels my munching. How disappointing. I was hoping to share a little bit of ASMR munching on Monster Munch. Oh well. Maybe a little bit. All your biddies, I really appreciate you. No, I might actually switch the screen. I guess that makes more sense. Oh dear, I'm about to finish them. I am quite good. I'll spend an afternoon with my...
to move. The guards will be coming through on rounds any moment.
Oh, wait.
Do you know the way out?
Yes. I've had some time to study this place.
That's better. Sorry for that. Actually, bear with me a second. Oh, the cable started to tangle. I needed to intervene. My day is awesome in the afternoon. Spend it with my dad a little bit, with my dog as well. We paid my dad a visit. Yeah, besides that, we had some McDonald's, which was awesome because we ordered some fancy burgers, not the standard crap, but actually those Maestro burgers are lovely, just absolutely awesome. My dog kind of begged for a while, but I brought him some snacks so he didn't feel left out.
How long were you in that cell?
I
Think you need for the host.
The divine source. Is it here?
Trust must go both ways, Lara.
How mysterious. You did nothing. Well, you did a host, and I really appreciate that. So,
What is this?
we were
A history
captured
lesson.
into the old
This place
gulag.
has its own scars.
It was a work camp.
Yeah, you did. I saw it. Everyone saw it. It's gonna been recorded.
The Soviets
gonna be on
sent
YouTube.
prisoners here to work in the mines.
Even that wasn't enough.
Whoa,
captured
don't
our
punch through the
people.
camera.
Took children from their mothers
Brutes.
to work as slaves.
God. It must have been horrible.
Anyone who survived those days has stories to tell.
Well, the
That doesn't
recording
look
of the
like
stream
mining.
will say and judge.
Looks like an excavation.
It's, possible. They dug anywhere they caught a hint of wealth.
Anyway,
Those are ancient. What did they find?
You'll have to ask them. We have to go. We aren't safe here.
You know, when you're looking at the old USSR map, I think they had just a itty bitty too much space for themselves, don't you think? Why do they need all this space?
Our best chance of escape is to make our way to the old train yard.
And what then?
My village is in a valley on the other side of the mountain. We'll be safe there.
Command Post 2, last chopper outbound. Roger. That'll be the last.
Roger, roger.
Reports of trouble at the communications depot. More natives? Negative. We caught an armed intruder from the outside. Some woman. She stirred up trouble on the perimeter. We expect.
Some woman, yeah, sure.
Stay here. I'll take care of this.
All right. Hold on. Almost got it. That's it. You're good to go.
Okay, let's move this thing out. Constantine wants a team up at the copper mill before the storm sets in.
Alright, I think we're supplied with arrows. Oopsie. Someone got bad in the head. And there's another one. Oh, we do have a poison arrow. Yeah, just be dead over there. Nice.
Panel's
Uh-oh.
fused. Almost got it.
Surprised any of this shit still works.
Looks like this was deliberately sabotaged.
Maybe the natives.
All the more reason to shoot them on sight.
Considering how unrefined is the stealth in this game, I'm actually managing quite well. I'm surprised I usually fuck this up. I guess not today. I'm guessing it's a good day to play.
Incoming! We're under attack!
Aww. Damn. Oh shit, I didn't know there was another one. Can we get into the building, Laura?
Got nothing. Maybe this way.
Maybe this way. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh my god, I did this in full stealth. No one saw me. I've never done this before. I can't believe this. Oh, this is so cool. You know, I should probably put some applause commands or something like it, now that I think of it. fine. Fuck off. Wait, what? Right. Okay, so we need more resources because I think we're low on those. I don't know what a deer would have been doing here, but okay. Okay. Let's just pick the remaining bodies and let's press on. By the way, do hope that the audio and everything else is fine. I didn't ask for this initially, now I think I should. That's good. Very good. Damn, she's really whiny with this. It's so cold. We know it's cold. The environment looks cold enough. Alright,
Jacob.
hold your ass.
I found a way to open the inner gate.
Head to the courtyard. I'm already inside.
What will we find? But how are you, Needy? How was the rest of your day? Jesus, I can't speak today. I don't know why. It's just like when I'm trying to say something sounding properly, I sound everything but proper.
I have patrols headed to all the major dig sites. Here.
Jacob, what is he doing? Anna. Shit.
I can feel it.
Be careful, Lara.
The Soviet records.
Yeah, talking to yourself is totally
I
fine.
want to get into those ruins myself.
And Croft.
We
Yeah, I've noticed. Words are beginning to become tough.
I cannot wait to leave this frozen hell.
Then I have good news. Reconnaissance from the scouts. The natives have a settlement on the other side of the mountain.
Soon, you will have your day.
We both will. Just as long as you don't lose focus again.
What do you mean?
Oh,
You're sentimental
no.
about her. The Croft girl, I can tell because she's still alive. We can't afford to dwell in the past.
You doubt me? You know what I've given to Trinity, what I've sacrificed, what I face.
Calm your chest cancer, lady.
I'm fine.
Life has not been kind to either of us. But I swore I'd always protect you.
Now who's being sentimental?
I promise you. All of this will be worth it in the end. With the divine source, you will live. But more importantly, you will live in a world cleansed of sin.
Send your men to this settlement. Find out what they know.
It's too dangerous.
Let me have my pleasures. None of this will matter the day our work is accomplished.
Constantine, you're needed in the holding cells. We're in this together, sister. Remember.
Always.
You can kind of tell they're brother and sister because they both look alike in a way.
What are you doing?
Mankind shall be judged. The non-believers turned to ash and swept away. And the pure of faith will be raised up and given life eternal. Get out! I'll find you!
Got to find them.
And here we go to a lot of action scenes.
All right. Got to find a way out of here.
Got to find them. Keep looking.
The fact that they can't hear her punching through the water is just so unbelievable. It's not exactly the street.
The train yard is on the north end of the Gulag. I'll wait for you there.
On my way.
Sorry I didn't get your cheese. Could you have tried a different stall, a different shop?
Damn. Got to get out of here.
Place apart. What's the situation?
No sign of her yet. Heading to the control room now.
A military patch for Trinity soldiers. Aside from the design, there's no identifying text. They keep themselves hidden, even.
Whatever. Okay.
There.
Right. Well, maybe next time. Maybe you'll get it tomorrow.
Come on.
You're gonna die!
Shit.
Yeah, shut up. You motherfucking bitch.
You're gonna die.
No, you are. See? Here I am. Oh damn.
I'm under fire!
Okay, that moves a little bit too fast. What the hell happened here? Aim sensitivity. Let's try to lower it down a notch.
Got your back. I'm taking fire!
Or yeah. Woo! That was a fun death. For a baddie. Right, let's get down.
Jacob? Is that you, Jacob?
Lara, be careful. They're everywhere. You'll run into some trouble. There he is! Take him out! Damn it!
Shit! For the first time.
Shut up, Laura. I don't want to hear this. Let's see. Deadly fast. Oh yeah, deadly fast is good. No. That could be useful. Well, that's not me. I mean, I wanted to do that, but... Hey, Seth Panda, welcome in. What the fuck is wrong with aiming in this game today? I didn't drink, by the way, so it's moving too fast. I need to decrease it because it's annoying, maybe, on any reason.
Hostile spotted.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
alone.
care.
Move out. Make it quick. Taking fire.
What?
Keep recovering fire. Focusing fire. Taking fire.
Oh, you piece of shit. And the fucker killed me. I forgot to heal. I don't need to see this cutscene again. Get this over
Move
with.
out. Make it quick. Moving into position. Man down. Cover me. Laying down covering fire.
Fuck off.
This ends here and now.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Grenade out.
Trying to figure games for next month. Sounds like bit plan. Christ, what are these guys are made of? Steel. $18 games, but it's like streaming games, or what's exactly the aim, Panda? Oh, Alien Isolation. Ooh, you got me there. Oh yeah, because it's October, that's right. That makes sense, totally. Yep. Alien Isolation, totally approved. Actually, I do have Amnesia, I never played it. Don't know why, I just never came around it. Yeah, a lot of people do. I've actually know a few streamers who are definitely going for spooky stuff on their streams and on the Discords and all of that stuff. So yeah, looks like there's gonna be a lot of spooky stuff this year. Love it. Extra stream days, woohoo! Always exciting, more streams to watch. That looks exciting, not gonna lie. Seems like you've got it all planned out, Panda.
What happened here?
Meeting, alright. That answers the question whether he's at work or at home. He's at work, or at least he's working. Because he might be working from home just like I am.
Jacob? I
Jacob,
think I'm close to the train
getting
yard.
close to the train
there?
yard. Are you there?
I hate the way she speaks. Are you there? It sounds like, are you there? It says, are you there? Always the most whiny version of this phrase. Ugh. I'm so glad that Camilla is no
Badge
longer
of rank.
part of a badge. So breathy, so annoying. Lara was never like
Soviet
that.
plaque. Enemies must answer for their crimes. Bit grim.
Bit grim. Soviet and bit grim. What happened to shadows in the game? They just disappear in this section. There is light. It seems like it's casting shadows, but only in special sections, like not everywhere.
What took you so long?
I thought I lost you back there.
Not a chance. Thanks for getting me out of that place.
Let's move! We can get up through there!
Watch out!
Yeah, that's safe. Whoopsie. Oh, I forgot to jump. Oh well. Such is life, I guess. Let's just not die anymore, shall we? Pretty please. And the checkpoints will not get fucked up. Oh.
Take it easy. Drink this. It'll help.
You could have left me in that river.
Would you have left me?
I'd have thought about it.
What makes you think I didn't?
Why is he wearing pajamas?
So what makes you risk so much to come here?
The divine source.
I know what you're looking for. But I want to know why.
When I was young, it was just my father and I. He was an archaeologist too.
Mind you, she says, when I was young, she's 22 years old here.
In his last years, he was obsessed with myths about immortality. Of course, no one believed him, including me. Our last conversation was a fight. He took his own life. I thought I'd come to terms with it, but...
Something else happened.
And I saw something that I thought was impossible. It changed everything. I realized my father was right. He died alone and broken. But he died for something.
So you believe the divine source is real?
I honestly don't know. But if there is any truth to it, I have to find out. It needs to be researched and studied. It could make a difference to the world. It's not something to be hidden away.
A difference is not always for the best. Would you wish Trinity to have the secret to immortality?
Of course not.
Then I would ask you not to abandon your quest, but to alter its path. Join me and my people. Help us repel Constantine and Trinity.
Then after that's done,
and you leave our valley untouched. But knowing that you've done the right thing.
no. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Can't. Or won't.
I'll fight Trinity with you, but my goal remains the same. If I give up now...
You'd feel like you'd be letting him down.
Not just him. I need answers, Jacob. I need to understand. You're leaving.
Right now, my concern is for my village. It's over the mountain pass. A day's journey on foot. But there may be a faster way through the old copper mine. You rest. I'll be back soon.
And we were on our own again, and I can't even begin to emphasize how cliche was this entire conversation. God. This entire story is so cliche.
Overwatch, we have contact with the native in the old sawmill. We've wounded her, but it looks like they set traps around the perimeter. I've got one casualty so far. Doing a sweep.
No one cares. Goodbye.
Alone again.
No, 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 no. Shut up. Oh my God.
Don't shoot. I'm with Jacob. He
I'm
told
gonna
us to
shoot.
wait for you, but these bastards found us first.
Oh, I can't. Oh, damn.
Oh, God. Are you all right?
I'll live, but I need a safe place to rest in case the invaders return. There's a cave across the bridge over there. A wolf den. They won't look there, but I can't clear it out on my own. Not like this. If you could kill them, we'll have a safe place to regroup. I might even have something for that pistol of yours. Can you help us?
Yes, of course.
It literally looks
Stay
like
out
she's
of
about to
sight, I'll
drop
be back.
dead.
Thank you.
I'm really astonished. How are they expecting him to survive?
Do not let the target slip away. We need to know why they were following Bravo Team. Bravo hasn't run into any more resistance along the way, but find the native. We need to get some answers.
Incoming! We're under attack! Spread out. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, sure. Whoa, what the hell was that? What the hell? Wait a second, what the hell is going on here? Why are we dropping frame rates? Damn, 0.4%. That's rude. That's not your network, actually. It must be the connection to the capture card, I suppose.
Got a corpse here. Shit!
He's got a corpse here. Shit. Oh, if only the camera didn't get in the way. Because that would show the most grisly death in the game.
You can come out now. Must still be hiding. Nothing. Definitely big enough to hide in.
Yeah, I didn't want you to jump like that.
Empty. Got to check the last one.
No, I won't. I don't want to start a DLC. I dislike it. Genuinely dislike it.
They must still be hiding in here.
It's like a slight delay in the audio. Let me see. Why are we having audio delays? Unacceptable. Do not. Oh, great. Now we're having the sound. No, you're not gonna get me. Bad dogs. Had to be put down. They were mad. I really dislike the way they depict wolves in games, like they're vicious, mindless monsters that will try to eat you at all cost. Wolves don't function like that in nature. They will cower away from you because they dislike humans. Even at a pack, they would have to be extremely desperate to attack. And of course there has to be drama in the games. And a wolf enemy in the wilderness. And here we get a bunch of wolves that will attack you on sight. Even though that makes no sense.
The cave is clear. If you head there now, you'll be safe.
Thank you. Here, take this. Jacob told us to protect you, but you weren't the one who needed it.
Only one more meeting left today, okay. Hope the meeting wasn't too straining or boring or distressing.
You're back. Good. You can help us then.
What's the problem?
I have warriors spread across this valley. Last night, 2 of my bravest were captured, and I have reason to believe they are still alive. There was a third with them who escaped, and he tells me they were taken beneath the train station. Saw them put into cages before he managed to escape. I have a dozen other warriors in the valley, and I have to stay here to coordinate their strikes. But you, I've seen what you can do, and I must ask you to help.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Thank you. They knew the risks, and they would happily die for the cause. But I can't let that happen.
Well, good that you had the chance of, or choice to tell your manager that you don't have the capacity of taking more projects. I'm being shoved more work in my department. It's not like we have any say in it. By the way, we do have costumes now. We can change. Oh, Trinity, welcome in. Queen of AOD and Underworld, welcome in. How are you doing? Maybe a little bit of nostalgia. Yeah, why not? A little bit of TR3 nostalgia. Yeah, I have no say, and I know how it would have been good to have anything to say about it. Came home super tired. Well, you know, stretch your legs, get some good relaxing beverage, maybe a, I don't know, a bottle of wine or something like it. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. Totally makes sense. But it's nice that you had a choice of option to actually tell them to fuck off with more projects. So, the cat's finally out of the bag. You're able to talk about it, that you're taking part of another Tomb Raider community stream, Trinity. I'm really glad for you. Especially that I know how much you love both Underworld and AOD, so you actually was lucky to stream both of your favorite games as part of the celebration. You were on the opening, again, you're the opening stream, aren't you? I'm sure there was something to pick up here. Maybe not, I don't know. Always the openings. Well, you know, your openings are usually very entertaining and very interesting, so it's always fun to watch. And because I'm usually at work that day, I'm able to lurk when I'm able. And
Soviet soldiers.
well, I will be.
Something awful happened here.
You know, 1st October is going to be a good day for a lot of people. For me personally, due to a change at work. Uh-oh. Damn, why didn't she grab it? Because I have learned today that it's actually possible for me to change departments. This is not a promotion per se. That's still the same company, but I'm moving to a different project, and that means I won't have to deal with incompetent fools who don't know what they're doing when setting up a service desk contract. I will be in a very high profile, but also very supposedly well-maintained project, which will no longer include the frustration of answering phone calls for 8 hours a day. So, happy days. Also, no chance of getting a night shift or an afternoon shift, which was always a big problem for me because of my dog and because of my streaming. So, yeah, I don't have to do the stuff I hated anymore since 1st October. And also, I will no longer be separated from my favorite mod and one of my favorite streamers, Needy, who's actually a mod here. Thank you, Trinity. I'm hyped because it went kind of official in terms of like that was with the involvement of HR, so it's not like, you know, my bosses told me and then they're gonna take it back. And my management actually greenlit it because they wanted to get rid of me anyway, so yeah, that works for me.
The other one was run out of the vent. Slippery little rats.
Motto is completely zoning out. Don't worry, Needy. I know you're probably tired and all of that. That's okay. But yeah, I am super hyped. I have only 4 days left in my old contract, and yeah, I hope they will just fly by and I won't have to bother with it any more again, ever, because I really dreaded that place. I didn't realize there's a corpse. If only there was a bottle here. But there are no bottles here, unfortunately. No. Alright, well, we have to do this the old-fashioned way. Shooting him in the back of his head. And what a nice shot it was. Finally, a weekend that I can actually celebrate, and finally some good news. After the past 2 weeks, I have been drained of life force. God, like a vampire would have sucked the life out of me. And now, I kind of feel like there's new energy coming in because finally I'll get a motivation to do something with my writing because I won't be so drained with my work. So yeah, the hype is real. The hype is there. That's funny. She jumps on snow and it makes a sound of water and it makes a watery splash. Can someone explain how this happens? And it's not like she jumped into a small puddle with just a minor splash. No! It's as if she jumped into very deep water, like, I don't know, with a huge splash, and this is just snow on metal. I'll have to pour some snow on metal when some snow comes down, and I'll see if that makes a watery splash, because maybe that's physics, maybe that's how it works, maybe that's how it's supposed to work. You don't know. I don't know. I wasn't good at physics when it came to school, so all of the mathematics and all that kind of stuff, no, not my thing. Sadly, I don't have... Oh my god, are those all of the places you're subbed? Needy? Is that like all of the hype emotes you could ever bring out?
Hey, over here.
Stay quiet. I'm here to rescue you.
Hey, over here!
I'll wait soon.
So cheesy. And sure, they're tied with a rope. Let's try to rip it off with hands. Was that spider web that was keeping them tied to these chairs? Nobody knows. And nobody.
All right, stay hidden and keep moving.
We owe you our lives.
By the way, they're still asleep. They didn't hear anything. Look at what she's gonna do.
Wait. I'll return. There's something I have to do.
Wait! Oh, damn it!
She just literally goes in there and slaughters their asses. And she walks as if she was carrying a rifle, but she's not. That's alright, Needy. I know that you're tired and you had a, like, busy day or something. It's okay. I don't mind. Still gonna be here. Oh, Spitfire! Well, the celebrity's coming. No worries, you have a good sleep, good night, Needy. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, Needy's a bit tired after this week, so she's probably tuning into the bed vibes, but that's fine. That's alright. Oh, right, I keep forgetting this is something you need to hold. No worries, Serenity. Thanks for the look.
A Gulag identification card for one of the prisoners.
Right. I am absolutely smashing today, Spitfire. Good of you to ask. I have learned... Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Zap Panda. I feel you. I had a wake-up call from my dog this last night around 2 a.m. because he forgot to do number 2 at yesterday and the afternoon walk, and he decided that he wants to go now, which was 2 a.m. in the morning. So, yeah, I didn't have much sleep myself either, so I feel you. Whoa, was that a huge bottle of what? What I absolutely love is that when you drop the bottle, it's going to always fall standing to its... It's so ridiculous. I don't know who made it happen like that. That is just so bad. Oh, God. Well, one mod goes out to sleep. One mod comes in. Welcome back, Spitfire. Good to see you. And to answer your earlier question, how I am doing, today in the morning I felt awful, and now I am super hyped because during the day there's been a development at work. No, I did not get a promotion, not exactly, but this October, I am moving to a totally different department, which means the hell of my current work is finishing on Thursday. No longer I will be answering phone calls from annoying people that know shit. I won't have to be frustrated about the fact that no one has been trained properly. Our management doesn't give a shit about us. I don't have to bother with incompetent people who don't know even how to speak English. All of that is going to be just element of the past because I managed to procure myself a transfer to a different department. And that department is so different that it doesn't even have... Well, it doesn't have anything at the moment because it's literally a starting project. But it already has 3 people I know from my previous department as they have been transferred over by someone else's decision. So they had no say about it. I had, and I managed to get myself in there just after just a single email. All confirmed, signed, sealed, and delivered by the HR department member herself. So that's not something that's going to be retracted, hopefully. And yeah. Already received some paperwork for it. So starting 1st October, which coincidentally is another community stream for Tomb Raider, this time Underworld, I am no longer working in a hellhole of a place. By the way, I'm still working from home. I will have better hours. There will be no afternoons, no night shifts, probably no weekends working. So, yeah, I'll have a whole day on Saturday and Sunday to stream. Starting actually this weekend, because it just so happens that I have a weekend off this week and likely a weekend off next week. Yeah, it's not something that, you know, came out because the thing is they needed an experienced service desk agent for a role in a project that's starting up. And it's going to be a high profile, super important project, but it only involves chatting, so I won't have to answer any phone calls at all. Won't be frustrated with all that shit. We'll have more time. I will also likely come back to writing because my mindset will be better.
Found your warriors. They're
Found
alive.
your warriors.
Actually,
They're
I think
alive.
It's not an accident you came to our valley, Lara Croft.
Whatever.
You know we cannot offer you much, but I hope this will aid you.
I don't care. So yeah, damn, I felt, you know, this happened like 1.5 hours before I finished work. The last hour and a half flew by. I haven't even noticed that hour and a half. It was so different. I felt so relieved. I felt excited because I'm going to be working again with Needy, because Needy had actually swapped departments to that place and I'm just following Needy, which is super awesome. So yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of good stuff happening lately. I mean, not a lot, but that's good enough. I will finally be able to do a writing stream again, because I couldn't do that because my mind was so... Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wanted to go after her to that department from day one. I just didn't know it was actually possible until I actually contacted my ex-manager, who's... I mean, she's not our manager because she relieved our department to someone else who turned out to be a harpy. I spoke to her and she's just sent me a few openings that were in the company at the time, and I was like, oh look, that sounds like Needy's new department. And I reached out to an HR girl who I was recommended to reach out and told her that, hey, wouldn't it be possible to move me over there? I mean, it fits more my hours. I can do all of that. It's not so difficult. And it turned out that, yeah, she said, oh, sure, I'm just going to talk to your managers and we'll see if that happens. 30 minutes later, she came back with an email. Yeah, officially you're starting in the 1st of October in that new department. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. That was it. It was like, whoa, did that just happen? Did this just literally really happen? And it turns out it did. I am moving to a different department. I won't have to bother with all that shit. And I'll finally be stress-free. More like frustration-free, but that's still a good thing. Totally good thing. I know I'm starting to babble, but I am so hyped, so excited. Couldn't be happier, really. Oh yeah, I came here for the mushrooms. So on that positive note, how has your day been, Spitfire? How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hope everything has been alright. More poison mushrooms. Enjoying your coffee. Well, you know, you gotta enjoy your coffee. You know, for a Janeway Borg Queen, you gotta get your coffee daily. Oh yes, I finally can say it's weekend, and I will probably keep saying that for quite a while. The new project doesn't start until November, so I still got a month of training stuff and nothing else happening. Damn, I missed. Yeah, I decided to do a little bit of Rise of the Tomb Raider, mostly because I want to play something that's less stressful, less annoying. In terms of the gameplay, I need something relaxing, and you know, I can talk for hours and just... Oh god. Excuse me for the yawning. And just casually, pointlessly, aimlessly run around these areas, these locations that look, you know, just windy and wintry, and just enjoy myself and enjoy the notion that I'm free, me so free. And generally, I'm just so fucking excited. I can't even express it properly, probably, but I don't sound it properly in terms of my voice, but God, I was so relieved. I was so fucking relieved when I heard the news, when she sent me that bloody email telling me that I'm finally... Where the fuck did you go? Oh. I hate those deers. There you go. Nice kitty. Down, boy. I'm not sure if it's a pity, honestly, that there's also not a scientific fact. Because wolves and... I mean, panther maybe, even if it's a snow leopard, but...
There's a trail here.
A
Well
wolf?
worn.
They wouldn't attack us so badly. I said that before. So desperately. And on the bright side, yeah. Having 2 days off is something awesome. I'm super hyped. Finally got a weekend off. After like working in a straight line for the last almost 14 days. No, actually that's a lie. 12 days with only 2 days off. And those days off were next to each other. I finally have a normalized schedule, which is, oh, such a good thing. Ah, inventory. Yeah, why not? Yeah, you see Flare in just one moment in the game, and then poof, Flares are gone. Can I say that I like this costume the most in the wintry sections? I think it's most fitting with all the climbing gear she's wearing and the climbing spikes on her shoes. This whole costume is like the best one. The red one as well, but yeah, I like the white one because it sticks out less than the red one. Hang on for a second. For some unknown reason, it turns out to be extremely hot in my apartment, even though it's not the hottest day in the week, or in the month, actually. Past few days have been actually quite chilly, and it's after sunset, so it should be colder, but it's not, and just like... Yeah, I just had to take off my shirt because it was too hot. Yeah, I did like the glow sticks, honestly. I think they're more practical than flares. Because glow sticks don't make noise. Yeah, to me, it's for the winter areas, this one is the best one. It looks the most convincing in terms of, like, how would she look like when she was... How would she dress in such circumstances? Some of the other stuff is a bit too little cold protection, if that's the phrase. It's not good for wintry areas. No, damn, I can already hear that weird sound. I mean, I wouldn't mind the snow if it was less monotonous. It feels... The area that feels so repetitive. It's so boring. If they did a little bit more... If they did differentiate it a little bit, it would feel more authentic, more convincing. It's just... Everything is so bland, washed out. And the colors are also just blonde. That's one of my problems in this game. And, you know, you're entering the geothermal valley and you're expecting, you know, it's going to be all greenery and lush vegetation. Yeah, it is, but the colors are washed out. It's not pure green. It's not like very fresh green color. It's just like very washed out. More brown than green. It's just like, ugh.
What is that sound?
You know, we can actually tune this a little. Oh, what the hell happened here? That's weird, but I'm not gonna judge. Just the menu looks a little bit different, but that's okay. Maybe now the colors would be a little bit more sharp. Yeah, that's the same thing. I mean, I do have a feeling. I don't know what's causing it, but the people standing behind.
This was some sort of a shrine.
Shut up!
Came here to show their respect.
You're interrupting me. That's rude. What I wanted to say is that people standing behind Anniversary and Shadow really use a very peculiar color palette. It's just like all of it feels bland and faded and so washed out. I don't know what caused it, but I really can't stand it.
Damn, the counterweight is stuck.
Yeah, we know.
I've got to get through that door.
Got to get through that door. I mean, I do understand that ruins and places that are remote and desolate, they do get worn out of colours, and I'm not expecting them to be lush with everything, but everything in the environment is bland in terms of colour. It just feels so boring visually. Alright, I'm not supposed to do that yet. I think the 2013 game had better coloring, to be honest. It felt more vivid. I don't know why they decided to go with more boring color palette.
Must have missed something.
Well, miss you something. Yeah, that's true. The puzzles were a little bit more, not demanding per se, but yeah,
What's this blade?
Really?
Got to time that a bit better.
Gotta time it a bit better. Why does his voice have to be so breathy? Did you have asthma or something?
Got it.
That was a bit forced. That's gonna annoy me. No! Oh, I fucking hate this. It's not even that narrow that she needs to cross it that way.
Unbelievable. It's a natural formation.
I have to understand rope physics in this game. There are none. They're all unily simulated. They're not really good. By the way, do you remember the 2013 game in the
This one is a
in the mountain village where you reunite with the Wrath at the beginning of the game? I don't care about the inner strength thing. I don't use instinct. I deliberately disabled it.
I hate that half of those tombs give you skills based on instinct, the survival instinct, which you can totally disable, and makes no sense that she relies on it so heavily. I mean, they rely the tombs on it. So yeah, in the mountain village, when you reunite with Roth, there are a few moments where you're jumping on hanging boxes, and you know, you can see that there's some physics applied to them, and it's fine. So what's funny in Rise that there are a few segments in the geothermal valley, especially, where you have exactly same identical crate hanging on an identical rope. And what happens with the physics when you jump onto that crate? Oh my god, it's like someone just hand-drawn, animated the supposed physics of that swinging, and it looks so bad. It makes me want to cry. It looks just plain bad. I probably won't get there today, but I will definitely try to showcase that, because it's hilarious how these boxes are swinging. Just so ridiculous. Yeah, I think the colors are a bit more flushed right now, so I think they should be a bit better looking.
This must have been a sense.
Yeah, I thought so. Definitely the colors needed a little bit of spike. I use reshade on the PC version, but I wouldn't dare to stream PC version because it isn't well optimized, and also the anti-aliasing ledges are just so bad to look at. PC version looks absolutely atrociously. Not as bad as the Xbox 360 version, for sure, but yeah, it's definitely up there. Oh, she can't cross here? Even that way? Alright, let's try the old-fashioned way. Fine. Fine. So now that we've done with the annoying tomb, which I really don't like, because it makes no sense. Well, none of them do, but at least the next one is actually can be justified. To compare it, it worked. You know, the funny thing is that the game is unevenly ported. It means that the initial 2 hours of the game, meaning the starting climb in Siberia, the first area where you're running around in the Siberian wilderness, and the first tomb in that glacier cavern, it all looks decent. It doesn't look as bad. It's just, you know, you can see that there is lower geometry on elements like the debris and stuff, especially in Syria, where you're escaping the falling tomb, the collapsing tomb. By the way, she's in water, and there is the water effect, but there is no sound to it. Like, literally none. Here's another puddle, which sounds like she was on dirt. And I'm very annoyed by this, because they didn't make that kind of mistakes in the previous game, so I don't know why they just went cheaper and easier and faster. They put the visual, but they didn't apply a sound, which is not so difficult. They're using a generic sound anyway. It's funny because when you're in the water, in the shallow water, and you're running on a puddle, the sound is the same sound you will hear in Tomb Raider 2 when Lara's running on shallow water. It's identical sample, and it's so bad. So it's not especially demanding sound to use. You just put it there. They didn't. They just didn't give a fuck. The game starts to... This area... It just feels... Yeah, this looks with a lot of details, the vegetation and all of it. The Xbox 360 has only the obligatory bushes which allow you to hide in them. They don't move when you enter them, so they're like holograms. They will not interact with you, and like these will most of the time. Obviously the flare doesn't cast a shadow, but that's to be expected. The geometry of the environment is so bad. It's just it feels cheap, and the textures are so blurry. You know, I will dare to say that the game on Xbox 360 in certain areas, including the geothermal valley, will look worse than the 2013 on Xbox 360. And that's saying something, considering that the 2013 reboot was actually written for Xbox 360 and the game looked absolutely beautiful. But someone decided that they don't want to lose the people from the PS2 era, so they did ports for Underworld, and the same thing came for Rise of the Tomb Raider, which never should have seen the light of day on Xbox 360 because that console was outdated for that engine. And I'm not gonna mention that in this area the texture, there's no snow texture per se. That there's just one texture, and the sound applies to snowy sound even if you're running on muddy ground. It's just like all very faded, all very blurry. There's no shine to it. The lighting, yeah, it's greed for money. It's not a developer's decision to do that. It's the directors, the management, the people who manage the brand decide that whether or not the game is going to be ported to a particular machine. It's the same thing that happened with Cyberpunk 2077. That game should have never seen the light of day on Xbox One and PS4 because those consoles were outdated the day where they were released. And they decided to milk them because that's still the largest gameplay, the player base, so they didn't want to lose that, and that's just bad. But the geothermal valley is like the biggest crime of it all. These caves are also very generic. They have half of the details of. The textures are bland. The lighting is flat. I wish it was still working on Xbox One, but I do understand why they didn't bother to make it backwards compatible, because why should they? That game is already on Xbox One, so there's no point of making it playable on Xbox One if you have the better version. But I kind of regret it, because that version, oh god, it really deserves like full playthrough and showcase how bad it was. I hope that there is some sort of gameplay showing on from Xbox 360, because I would be very curious how that looks. You know, I might look through my friends, because there might be someone who might still have the Xbox 360. I might borrow it. Since I've got the capture card, it shouldn't be that difficult to simply stream that version and just showcase how bad it looks. Because I'm really curious to revisit that title in that terrible, awful, unbearable quality. Don't try to fall into water, or I will kill you the second time. Yeah, I still have the Xbox 360 copy. It's still in my game shelf, so it's still possible. If I manage to procure an Xbox 360 console with a workable gamepad, it doesn't have to be like the best one, the slim or anything. It just has to be a working model. It still uses the HDMI port, so capturing from it shouldn't be a problem. It's just going to have atrocious resolution, but actually, funny thing, the PC version, even on the lowest settings, will not look as bad as the Xbox 360 port. Believe me, I have checked. I run it on the potato version of... I mean, not... It's just of the in-game features that allow me to go down. I can't go to a totally potato version, and I know that has been done through some sort of registry editing and a modding of the game, but no, I'm just talking about the features that are in the game that you can scale down, and aside from resolution, you just leave everything, just decrease everything else. And I have to say, even the potato PC version doesn't look as bad. So, if anyone asks me, that's just a very, very, very bad port. What do you expect? That wasn't supposed to even happen. That game was never designed to work on Xbox 360. That decision that it's going to work on it came later when they decided to see, oh, let's see if that can be ported to Xbox 360, just for fun. And then when they did it, they say, okay, then release it for Xbox 360. And, you know, that's probably what happened. Absolutely, it's probably what happened. Oh, there's an element I'm going to introduce. Shut up.
We could use you.
Shut up, gentlemen.
I'm here to help. What can I do?
What can I do?
Is to learn all we can about the invaders. We need any information you can gather in the old prison. I won't lie to you, it will be dangerous. But that information is worth the risk.
No, don't even get me started. Yeah, why don't we help you?
I'll head there as soon as I'm able.
I'll be here. And thank you. Welcome back. What did you learn?
I haven't been able to find
I haven't even
yet,
left, you idiot. I didn't even move for like a meter. Oh, this game. They could have added a little bit of logic to that title. So I'm just going to do one more side mission, and then I'm going to do one more tomb, and I'm going to move on with the story. Hell, I don't want to spend here too much time. I really hate to be in this frozen hell, as Anna's put it. Right. Fast travel. Let's go that cursed gulag and be done with it. Totally not munching on anything. Well, there are no Tesla contraptions. I think you're confusing the games, Spitfire. Have you been drinking? Just checking, you know. It's nothing serious. No, it's nothing personal. Just making sure you're alright. Has someone been playing too much Tomb Raider Legend lately? Because that would explain a few things. The fuck was that sound? I didn't have to have a heart attack in the beginning of the level. Oh, well, that explains a lot. I see you've changed your look. That was you in Bolivia then, with Rutland. I've been all over, and I'm going to places you can't conceive of. You're the one being left behind this time. Sorry. He sounds like a fucking annoyed teenager who has a grudge. Please, I got over that a long time ago. You know what really used to bug me though? When I got out and saw that you left whatever you're trying to... Oh god, that's such a fucking... I don't know who wrote that line, but it was a teenager stuff. I mean, when I hear today's teenagers, I think they're more mature these days than Amanda was in that particular conversation. Something unbearable, really. There's the next line Laura says I do not understand. We'd thought of it as a memorial. What does that mean? We thought of what, and as a memorial to what? I mean, that response from Lara makes zero sense to me. I mean, honestly, that's actually the same character arc structure that you had. Lara leaves to save her life because it's all gonna collapse around her. Like in Tomb Raider Lost Revelation, and they literally just repeated that.
You're new with Trinity, right? First contract. Had a few mates vouch for me. Don't screw this up. Who's there? Best pay you can find.
None of your business.
Hey, I thought you said Pickett was gonna be on this job. I thought so, but word is he was on the job with Constantine in Syria. Ah, shit. Sorry. We got it!
Oh, nice. Right in the crotch. Bye. Oh, good. The cloud reached him too. Fine by me. Oh, fucking radios. I'm so glad they removed those stupid radios. And all of this useless clutter in the next game. Whose idea was it to use those useless radios and that every single enemy has to drop them? You know, the game had a few good ideas in terms of expanding on what you can do against your enemies, but most of that stuff is so useless. And also doesn't seem to help you, really, because the stealth is superficial at the best, because when you're once seen, they always will know where you are, even if they lose your line of sight. They will still know where you are, and that makes absolutely zero sense. Modern technology than ancient? You mean that there is too much the Gulag and Soviet stuff and not enough ancient stuff? Yeah, that's a valid point. Kind of feels like Tomb Raider 2, doesn't it? I used to like Tomb Raider 2 very much, but you know, when I'm looking at it from perspective of playing all other Tomb Raiders over and over again, of course I played Tomb Raider 2 multiple times as well, but I never looked at it from a perspective of comparing to other titles in the series, and Tomb Raider 2 is like the weakest link to me. Because it has such a huge and unnecessary emphasis on enemy and fire and
combat and all of that stuff which you really don't like because it doesn't work very well. I've been watching a dude who's a streamer, Shake JK, who's actually playing Tomb Raider stuff on Thursdays. Shaky JKB. If you ever run into him, I highly recommend the dude. I think it was actually once on my stream. So his Thursday streams, he streamed Thursdays are Tomb Raider centered, so he decided to punch through the entire series. And basically he's just like, covering all of the games in a chronological order, including the gold levels. So yesterday he finished off Tomb Raider 2. And honestly, the final levels are just pain in the ass for the sake of being pain in the ass. The positioning of all the traps and everything is just to make it a huge problem for you. It's not even properly justified. You know, the amount of enemies, the amount of ammo. It's a good game for people who are glutton for punishment ready. Otherwise, it's just a huge annoyance. I don't think it's ill-optimized. I think they wanted Tomb Raider to be like that because they thought that throwing in more enemies is going to make the game more challenging. But that's not how you challenge. That's not how you balance the game. I think it was imbalanced because they were blinded with the new abilities of putting more enemies into the game because the technology allowed them to. I mean, Tomb Raider 3 was difficult in other aspects. Mostly the gameplay mechanics and the level design was a pain in the ass. Especially the level design. Funnily enough, everyone hates Aldwych, and I think Aldwych is the best level in the entire London section. Apart from the city, but city is just climbing and dodging Sophia Lee's attacks, but still, Aldwych is like the most streamlined level, and then the city is just like, it's not even a proper final boss fight, but I like it. You have to outwit the enemy rather than just
these are what you're looking for.
put a lot of...
Yes, this will help us plan our resistance. We're grateful for
Yeah,
all
it
of your
does.
help. Take this and travel lightly.
I do love in the
This
entire
valley can be
India.
dangerous in the best of times.
I like Nevada. But I think the weakest link is the Lord's Gate. And then there's the entire Mabuda Gorge. If I had to rate them, so I'm snarking. I probably shouldn't because I'm talking every 2 words. Just can't stop it. I absolutely atrociously hate the Thames half, whatever you call it. I can't even properly pronounce it. I genuinely hate the first London level. I will never say that I like this level. I don't like the Lord's Gate because
firstly, it makes zero sense, and secondly, it's just a huge pain in the ass with that underwater unit that you try to navigate, but you don't even have a proper breathing apparatus in it. And all of that diving section when you have to like gasp for air every 2 minutes. It's just super annoying, to be honest. So no, I will never say I like the entire London, because I equally hate and love parts of it, but yeah, the hatred is still a bit too strong to see that I can say it's in even an okay level, or like an okay area of the game. I love Nevada. Nevada is pretty much consistent, and it doesn't feel like they're putting difficulties ahead of you just for the sake of the difficulties. You know, just to make it hard on you. It just kind of fits the area, the environment. The same. Yeah, you can definitely see that they've decided on something more serious and more consistent. Because to be honest, the most consistent TR is still Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 4. The other games are like struggling to either do the proper storytelling or they're lacking in gameplay. Tomb Raider 1 was just like a masterpiece. It still plays well. It doesn't feel like they're throwing difficult stuff just for the sake of it being difficult. Oh, hey there, what? Hey there, Fiend. How are you doing?
Looks like this was abandoned in a hurry.
So, if I had to choose, I definitely would place Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 4 in equal places. So, they're definitely like equal to one another. They're proper matched. Tomb Raider 2 and 3 are difficult because you can see that they're experimenting.
The Prophet
Chronicles, you can see it was forced. They didn't want to do that game. So the entire classic core era series is kind of struggling. You can see that it's a troubled one. And here we are entering my favorite tomb, I think, of the entire game. I don't think I like any other tomb, both visually and just gameplay wise. Any other doesn't appeal to me like this one does. How are you doing, Fiend? How's your... is it Friday for you? Or
There's water down below.
Should be Friday, right? You're in the US time zone, so... It's a Friday evening or afternoon, something around that. It's Friday. It's weekend commencing very, very soon for you. Oh, it's your day off, so you already have a weekend.
Of a city stamped in gold. And there's the Prophet. This was likely an official coin of Katesh.
Is this a new game? No, it's not I mean, if you're asking if it's a new game as in playing a new game, yeah, I started a new playthrough. This is a game from 2015, so it has a few years on it. The title is Rise of the Tomb Raider, and it's a middle game in the reboot series of Tomb Raider, started with 2013 entry. Trying to do like a review, so I'm like trying to complement stuff that makes sense and genuinely criticize stuff that doesn't make sense, and just try to make it overall whether this game actually makes up for its shortcomings or not, and also just showcasing some of the key elements of the game. Yeah, I don't care about that, Laura. Stop talking. You know, I wouldn't mind if they named her Laura instead of Lara, because this girl definitely feels more like a Laura.
That's got to be part of the works. Here we go.
Whee! That was fun. Laura Cruz and her hand-knitted sweaters. Oh my god. By the way, make a note of this rock. It's now nice and solid. You can't climb it. You can jump onto it and Lara will properly interact with it, more or less. It has some vegetations on it. When we'll be coming out once this tomb is complete, you will never see this rock again, but its physical presence will partially still be here. For some reason, once you do all you need to do inside the tomb, this will disappear, but it will still be untraversable. Like, you can't climb it, but when you jump onto it, you're gonna be in the floor geometry as if it was not there, but when you cross to a certain point, the rock will push you out of itself and you won't be able to climb onto it until you try jumping onto it, but it's still going to be totally invisible. I'm still wondering what exactly caused it, because there's no logical explanation for it. I don't know. I mean, the physical presence of the rock is still there, because there is, like, an obstacle that Lara can't climb or walk through. But if you jump into it, Lara jumps inside of it, and then she's pushed out of by the invisible object. Don't know what they did, but that's a really major fork up here. It just shouldn't happen. It's funny because that's the only game I've ever run into anything like this.
The water's eroding everything. At this rate, there won't be much left in a few decades.
Why would you say that, Lara?
It's a cistern.
Oh yeah, that gives me Tomb Raider 1 vibes then and there. Actually, I will go and change. No, what should I wear? Should we try this one? Supposedly this place doesn't look as cold. There is no leftover of any snow or anything. Now this, tell me that this doesn't give you vibes from Tomb Raider 1 system. I mean, the first time I came here I was like, whoa, this is such a cool area. This looks like Tomb Raider 1 straight away. And you know, in a way, this does look like it. It just does feel like that. Oh, hey Divide, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome to Divide. How are you? So good to see you. Right. I need the explosive thingy. Oh, Spitfire, Spitfire, why do you make it so difficult? You want to confuse the staff? It's going fine, I suppose. I mean, I've played it multiple times. Know it quite well, but I'm still kind of enjoying myself. I know it's not a like super best Tomb Raider experience, but you're really swapping the games in your mindset.
Water markings on the wall. The levels change.
Yeah, if that was visible, I would have believed it, but Laura just made that up, I guess. Oh, that's right, there are alcoves here which need to be explored first.
My love.
Shut up. Sorry, Jacob, no one came here for romance. There we go. That's a map and a little bit of coins. God, how this traversal animation looks corny. Oh right, I forgot about that one. Anything and everything looked better in Underworld, let's be frank. Right, that does part 1. Grab the damn thing. Oh, Fiend. Thank you for the gifted subs. I really appreciate it, friends. Welcome in, Serenity, to the circle of life, I guess. Welcome to my den. Welcome, Robert the Brute, and yeah, hey Anubis, welcome in. Thanks. And let's blow this up. To Kingdom Come.
Okay, should be able to swim through now.
No, that's not right. That's just my den. welcome to the community, everyone. Yeah, there are some Tomb Raider emotes if anyone wants to. I'm not sure if they've been all unlocked yet, but yeah, welcome in. Oh, by the way, a newsflash: if you ever want Lara to be constantly wet, as I shown in the last stream, approach the surface underwater and then climb out immediately. Lara will never stop being dry. You know, so she's nice and shiny. That kind of thing. Yeah, I appreciate it. I really appreciate people just coming in, spending some time, chatting, and also subbing always helps build the channel, build community, and obviously helps me do this more. I'm just a small streamer doing my part on the Twitch, but I really appreciate anyone who just comes in and vibes and spends some time. Yeah, I think the September is still like in effect. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it should, considering it's still September. Right, I need to throw it up here. Oh, really? Got stuck in the wall. Shit. Yeah, damn it. There we are.
Yes, it worked.
Let's do some blowing up, shall we? Now let's see what's in the Golden Book of Knowledge. Shall we?
It's an ancient manuscript on the gifts of the earth.
Oh yeah. That functioner that disabled. Cute. Okay. The game needed to think which menu should it bring up. Well, that's another costume I absolutely love. Kind of Amelia Earhart theme going on. Like a pilot explorer kind of thing. With high leather boots and that kind of stuff. I think it's pretty neat. It's my favorite from the new ones. And as you can see, there's water in here. I normally dislike tall boats, but you know, in this version they feel pretty okay. So I can't walk. Lara will not walk over there because the invisible rock won't let her. But it's funny because when you jump onto it, there's nothing here. But it's going to push you out, and you can't walk onto it. Like, you can see Lara's being blocked from going there. That is such a fucked up thing. You can jump onto it and you can walk in this room. But if you allow it to be pushed out, it will push you out and you can't get in outside of jumping onto it. So the invisible rock still has like physical presence. I consider that a bug, but it's not game breaking, it's just stupid. Right, shall we have some light in here, Lara? No, I suppose not. God, I love caves. There we are. I can't see shit right now. Any light, Laura? Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I think they should have left us with the manual activation of the flare like you did have with the torch mechanic in the first game. Because this is difficult to navigate if you can't light up your path. I don't know why they just took it off. It's not like I assigned a new ability to the button that worked on it. It just makes no sense. There we are. Oh right, I forgot about one thing. So once you do the Gulag mission, I think. There's something new in the inventory called Sessions.
When we first arrived in this new valley.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Okay, let's begin. It's Tuesday, the 25th of July, and I am here with Miss Lara Croft. How are you this afternoon, Miss Croft?
Fine, thank you.
Miss Croft, there's a bit of a joke about the word fine in psychiatry, that it often stands for feelings inside not expressed.
I thought jokes were supposed to be funny.
It's possible I oversold its value as a joke. However, if we're going to get anything out of our time together, you need to be honest. Now, can you honestly tell me that you feel fine?
No, not for a while.
Laura is almost completely closed off. But it's clear that she's in pain. Trinity will undoubtedly want me to use this against her.
So you've got the sessions from the teaser that was shown before the game was even halfway ready to release. They were suggesting that there is a thing called therapy that Laura's going through with the sessions because of the trauma that took place in the first game. But there's no mentioning of it in the game except for this.
Tell me more about the dreams.
Nightmares. And I don't remember them, just the feelings that remain.
In dreams, the feelings are often more important than the specifics. Tell me about those feelings.
I'm on the island and my friends are dying. There's nothing I can do and it's all my fault.
Lara, from what you've told me, your friends survived the island because of you.
Only a few of them.
None of them would have survived if you hadn't been there. It's not your fault.
None of them would have been there if it wasn't for me. Of course, it's all my fault.
Guilt is a common driver in the Croft family. We used it to great effect with her father. Let's see where it takes Laura.
Oh yeah, Fiend. Pizza always sounds great. I actually visited my pops today, and instead of the usual pizza, we ordered some McDonald's. The Supreme Burgers are supposed to be like super great with the high quality stuff, which actually has meat in it. And I have to say, I enjoyed myself. That was really good. But I'm definitely have a craving for a pizza someday. Supreme Burgers is something that we have here in Poland. It's like a themed thing that comes and goes. They're supposed to be like from a proper burger joint. So they're made of quality beef, 100% beef. They have quality cheese burgers. It's usually with a different bun. It's more of a brioche. The normal, even the standard burger alone costs very closely to an entire set, like an entire meal. But yeah, they're really good quality, and it's really great. I have to say that was probably the best Macca's I've had for a very long time.
Have you reached out to the other survivors since your return? Have you been in touch with your friend Sam?
You know I haven't. Even if her doctors let me, she doesn't want to see me.
You were very close to her before the island.
Don't do this.
That must be very difficult, to be separated from the people you need the most. When a trauma is shared, the healing process can be accelerated by talking to the people you shared it with.
Can we not do the whole patronizing sympathy thing? You know it hurts. I've told you it does. But it's what Sam wants. I have to accept that.
I can listen to what you have to say. But you have to open up to someone, Lara. You're not alone, no matter how much you think you are.
Perhaps we're pushing her too hard. I'll reach out to her and test the waters. If she's ready to open up to someone, it needs to be me.
Chili's, if that's something like a burger joint or anything like it, I have no knowledge of it, so I don't think we do have it in Poland here, but we don't have Taco Bells, we don't have a lot of stuff that's supposed to be over there. From the largest joints we have McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC, and Subway. And I think that, and Pizza Hut. But Pizza Hut is just, ugh. I hate pizza. I mean, Pizza Hut is decent, but it's not a pizza. I mean, it's a pizza-like cake with a lot of ingredients. Some of which are really good quality, and you will probably feel almost food pregnant. But it's not good, and it doesn't sound like a proper pizza. It's just like, it's a pizza substitute. I think I would rather go to a mediocre pizza joint and get a pizza over there than go for Pizza Hut. And it's going to be cheaper then, too. I have no idea what's the biggest phenomenon of Pizza Hut, outside of maybe some of the offers. Like, you know, there's an offer to pay once and eat all you want. I think it's like a pizza festival thing, but it's not my thing. I honestly dislike it. So yeah, I avoid it personally. It's been a few years since I've eaten Pizza Hut. I do have a very decent, reliable pizza joint near where I live. They deliver pretty quickly. Pizza's pretty much great. I've only once or twice had like too burnt or too watery pizza because I think some of the ingredients were a bit too juicy and they just let it out and the pizza was kind of wet. But other than that, they're reliable. The pizza is always like you expect it to be, just the way you like it, and I've got no complaints. But yeah, McDonald's is also a substitute of like last resort. Although you have to say it's tasty here. I'm not sure if it's tasty anywhere else. I have not eaten Macca's anywhere else outside of Poland, so it's hard to say. They are trying to emphasize that they're using local ingredients rather than, I don't know, stuff that they bring in from outside. That's an interesting way to hunt deer, but I didn't want to swap weapons because I would take time to decide what to choose. I used to like KFC, but my stomach no longer has a proper ability to process spicy stuff. And it's not like KFC's too spicy, it probably is too much chemistry in it anyway. And I just can't process it properly. So yeah, I do avoid KFC too. Burger King is decent. They do have quality stuff. They don't put too much effort into unnecessary stuff like boxing the burgers up and all that kind of crap. They're properly neatly wrapped. They usually are very tasty and good. But I still would prefer like a local burger joint than go for anything that's a typical fast food. It's just not my thing. Oh, I totally forgot about one thing. Should I go back there? No, I don't care. Thank God I'm not hungry, because if we would start talking about food and I was literally famished, I would have been pissed right now. No, I actually would have ordered something right now, but luckily I'm quite fed. Oh, shut the fuck up. God. I wish there was an option to disable the camp drama when she's dramatizing over everything that's happening around her. It's just so boring. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even know properly what Taco Bell is. I've never been there. We don't have it here in Poland, so I know it's a thing, and I have a sense of imagination what it can be, like in terms of food.
Seems
But
to be pointing to something
never eaten it.
nearby.
Yeah, I hear it's like, it's like a typical fast food for you. It's just like, yeah, you won't be hungry for 2 hours. It's not gonna be decent, but at least it's like a meal. But probably gonna be tasty, and that's the best part of it. You take, because there's very little nutrition and all that kind of stuff. Which is fair, but you know, some people. Yeah, I've never actually eaten tacos. We don't have really good Mexican joints here in Poland, at least not in my city anyway. So I didn't have much of a chance of trying proper tacos. So I haven't eaten them. I literally have never eaten tacos. But Mexican stuff is very selective here. We probably go more for tortillas. Some other Mexican stuff. I know guacamole is a thing. I genuinely dislike avocados, so I avoid guacamole because I really dislike the taste. So I don't think guacamole would be good for me. Excuse me, is that a slap in the face, Spitfire, for not doing something you know, for not eating something you cherish?
Lara, are you okay?
Yes, I'm at the base of the old Soviet mill.
I'm making my way to the mine entrance at the top of the facility. Can you meet me there?
No.
I'm on my way.
Don't lie, Lara, you're not. I'm not, which means you're not. I don't even know if you're referring to a joke or anything like it. I'm not
Another
aware of what
sculpture.
you're talking to.
But this one
Well,
looks
I mean,
like a
talking
game.
about.
These pieces.
Shut up. So I can't say I do understand the analogy or whatever, or reference. Oh, over-consuming. Okay, I didn't know that. It hasn't come here because we don't have like a huge boom on guacamole. Avocados. I hear it's hard to come by decent ones. I wouldn't know because I dislike avocados. I tried it once. I didn't like it, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. Never again. I don't like it. If you do like it, it's okay. It's just not my thing. It's alright. How did we get there? Well, personally, I don't think you lose much because it's not a good thing to eat. I've eaten all kinds of different exotic and more or less exotic fruit, but avocado is the one thing that really I genuinely disliked in terms of taste, and the aftertaste feels, I don't know, nutty. But also, no, it's just too weird to me. Oh, I can actually climb this. I can climb this. But apparently she can't climb a fucking window. God damn it. Sure. Oh, there it is. Ooh. A lot of stuff to bear on Spitfire. You're keeping yourself busy. Or should I say they're keeping you busy. Oh, I totally don't. I actually, as a matter of fact, I enjoy looking you work and making sure we're all secure here.
Like they were animals.
First day.
Do we have a map of the facility?
Negative. Even if we did, there's a lot of structural damage from the revolt.
It would be dangerous getting up higher. Weather and elements have taken a toll. So this is where the Soviets broke through.
Yeah. First contact was in one of the mine shafts. They shifted all operations to retrieval. But it looks like the revolt came within a week.
Workers finally had enough.
You've seen this.
You mean the bots? From what I understand, the bots are following certain IPs if they're on the list, and secondly, they're using the tags in the stream description. They are hating against particular ones, and they're just basically searching through tags, and that's how they latch themselves into your channel. More or less, that's what I've been told. Damn, Lara's snowy. But I kinda do like it. Makes sense. These are not Borg nanoids, Spitfire. I don't think that's gonna work. Twitter,
Soviet
Terminator,
military dog
Twitch.
tags, standard
Is it
issue.
the same thing?
The name is
Huh.
Yuri Rav.
That's totally not true, by the way. There is no place for the name on the tag, and yeah, that's just bullshit. Bullshit! Calling bullshit! Calling Dr. Bullshit! Calling Dr. Bullshit!
Are you ready? I am the Borg. I am the beginning, the end, the one who is many. I am the Borg.
I love that some of the obstacles can be burnt down or destroyed. It's actually a cool touch. Too bad there's just not lots of them in the entirety of the game. Yeah, I totally love a bit more destructive environment and, you know, kind of stuff that makes the world a bit more believable than it is by default. Rise is a... What the fuck? Did you just see that? Are you fucking kidding me? Lara will cross through this, but she can't pass by. She's forced into the lock. What the fuck is this? You know what I find more funny is that there is a button that works in an abandoned Soviet mill. Copper mine, whatever. Oh god, I've been almost on for 3 hours. No wonder I'm starting to feel sleepy.
Lights still work?
Yeah, lights still work.
Must have been a uranium.
Wake up,
mine.
Lieutenant!
That's not gonna help. I had a wake up call at 2 a.m. because my papa forgot to do number 2 yesterday in the evening, and he decided that, yeah, it's an alert. Red alert, Daddy, I need to go now. And we went now. It was 2 a.m. in the morning. which is obviously 2 a.m. It is morning, but never mind. My brain is no longer functioning. It went to sleep, actually. It wasn't like an emergency in terms of, you know, he has a diarrhea and he needs to go. No, it was a totally normal number 2. He just got to do it. Or didn't do it because he didn't feel like it, and then it just alerted me at night that he kind of wants to go, and so we kind of went. Yeah. And I had to wake up at 6 a.m, so I've been on my feet almost for 12 hours, and it's just like a little bit too much. So probably as soon as I reach the camp here, I will end it and continue tomorrow. Tomorrow is a proper Tomb Raider stream, so I will continue with a review. I'm thinking about running a longer one, but it's not going to be longer than 4 hours because I still need to like compartmentalize the stuff I'm doing and the time I have for it. Where's the camp? Yeah, it's his house today. I will be doing this more, but I mean this one. I mean in terms of like this particular game and this particular run. So yeah, we're doing Rise again. I will try to punch through to the geothermal valley. And do a little bit of stuff in there. Oh god!
Hell of an entrance.
Yeah, well, you're clumsy. You do have a hell of an entrance.
Run back to the start and try again.
Hell of an entrances are so impractical. It's what makes them hell of an entrance.
More artifacts. They must have broken through into an old passage. Got to see it for myself.
Okay, let's go and see what we have further down. Doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I kind of feel like it's almost blasphemous. Degrading to Judith's voice, really. Definitely was weird. Definitely weird. Oh, look, the game.
This flask belonged to a soldier in the Red Army. I don't recognize the insignia. It's still half full. I may need this before I'm done here.
That's funny because you never drink alcohol in the game or anything for that matter. The insignia, Lara, is a Soviet emblem of labor and, you know, workers, which that's what the Soviet Russia was founded upon. So yeah, I hope I helped.
There we are. Whatever they found, it's got to be in there. Someone was hiding mining tools and makeshift weapons.
Well, they were very good. No one ever found them and no one ever used them. By the way, this texture is totally non-generic. You see the repetitiveness of the texture. Nope. Oh, do you recognize this texture? Right, I can't keep my eyes open. It's close to 11 p.m. and it means I've been up for 11 hours non-stop with not even a slight second for closing my eyes for a nap or anything like it. So, oh god, as much as I'd love to continue, there's been so much stuff going on today that I can't. I'm just too tired and I don't want to fall asleep mid-segment of playthrough and, you know, wake up like, I don't know, as I slid down from the beanbag and I'm lying on the floor with the microphone on, snoring and absolutely ridiculously tired. So I won't continue at this point, but I will return to this moment tomorrow. And for the time being, we are going to raid someone. Oh, there's quite a few people up. Goodness gracious me, so many people, so many options. You know what? The World Gamer is doing a no loads, no meds of Tomb Raider 4. I've got to say, that's my first Tomb Raider in my life, and my favorite Tomb Raider of my life. So, yeah, we're not missing out on that one. So, without further ado, I'm going to thank everyone who came here. I would like to thank especially Needy for tuning into the beginning of the stream. I know she's not here. She went to sleep. I do understand because she was very tired too. She had a very long day herself. So I can't blame her. Hasn't this turned on? Why isn't it working? Why are you annoying me? Hang on a second. Worst Fiend, thank you for this gifted subs. Really appreciate it. Appreciated everyone who came here and decided to spend some time. Really means a lot to me. I'm not gonna lie. I really love when people are coming in and just spending some time. So yeah. I hope to see you soon. I hope you will see each other tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I hope to. I really, really do. Everyone say hi to Mark and give him a follow if you hang about for the stream. For the raid. Jesus, what am I talking about? My mind is shutting off as we speak. I need to stay awake before I finish the raid. But yeah, we're definitely raiding the World Gamer now. Let me a second. I need to get myself sorted. The way for some reason my Streamlabs stream labels isn't working the way it's supposed to. At least it's outputting the data properly, so it's showing that, yeah, the new subs. Damn, it's such a weird day. And I'm so fucking sleepy. But this has been a good stream. Did a little bit of progress. We'll try to progress tomorrow, at least to the geothermal valley, and do a little shenanigans there. And yeah, I hope we have some fun. And I hope we'll have some fun with the World Gamer. Mark is pretty neat. I have to say he's a wonderful chap, doing awesome streams. Has a very good contact with the community, kind of better than I have. Not gonna lie, he's kind of like really super approachable. So without further ado, setting up a raid.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Warp core overload in 4 minutes, 55 seconds. There will be no further audio warnings.
And thank you again. I'll see you next time. Until then, stay safe. Take care of yourselves.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, there's more time, and you interrupted me, Spitfire. That's rude. Very rude. Actually, that's the Natlas computer, or whatever it was, but that was rude. But yeah, until then, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and yeah, keep on rocking. I love my community. Small, but steady and sturdy, and keeps coming in. Thanks again, guys. See you again next time.